the International Santa Claus Hall of Fame, the Selection Committee of International Santa Claus Hall of Fame, located in Santa Claus, Indiana, USA, is proud to induct Doug Schrap into membership with the legendary Santas of the class of 2017, signed and sealed this 22nd day of October 2017. Young man. And I believe I am correct in stating that he is the youngest inductee ever into the Santa Hall of Fame. And I know he's sharp because I met his wife yesterday.
Thank you to Tom, Keith, Phil, and Jim. I truly appreciate this. Let me begin by saying how humbled and honored I am to be joining these other very well-deserving, character-driven individuals as part of the Hall of Fame's class of 2017. I honestly couldn't ask for a better class for each of you. I have to say though, thank you to my clients and friends for always allowing me the invitation to come into their homes with their families, for believing in me to portray Santa at their important events, businesses, and parades. To my Santa friends, to the artists that create my wardrobes and accessories to make it all come together, to my parents and extended family for managing my scheduling issues for the holiday times, as you all know. To my amazing children, Marina and David, who have performed as elves alongside me when they were young, excuse me, and just maybe someday, hopefully someday, this legacy that my own father created will all continue to portray Santa at charitable events. And of course, to my beautiful wife, Jennifer, for all the countless days, nights, and weekends that I missed with her and my family, and for putting up with these guys at the convention, and for being at my side all the time, I thank you. I'm also quite honored that I'm the youngest member ever inducted into the Hall of Fame, as Jim said, and I started my Santa career at the age of 16 right outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1991. I quickly learned that if you deliver an inspiring presentation and persona, you'll get booked up very quickly. Be good to your clients. Treat them like they're rock stars, and truly smile like you wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world at that very moment when you're with them. Make your portrayal fun, not only for the people you entertain, but for yourself as well. That's so important. Over these 27 years, I've met so many amazing families and have been able to do some pretty incredible things. From ringing the opening bell at the Philadelphia Stock Exchange, to visiting celebrities, to being the official Santa for the governor of Pennsylvania for a while, and to being the finale star, the big guy in red at the Dunkin' Donuts Philadelphia Thanksgiving Day Parade for the past 3 years. But there's nothing at all as rewarding as visiting the same exact families every year, year after year after year, and watching them grow, hearing their good wishes and even the heartbreaking sad wishes. To watching some of the people that I started with in 1991 having kids and grandkids of their own, it's amazing. As well as visiting the sick children and families, and hearing that others, from teens to adults, have started similar Santa vocations because of you, and you inspiring them, just like my dad inspired me. But something big happened in my Santa portrayal about 6 years ago. My wife and I received a phone call from a client of mine in the fall of 2012, looking for a visit for a friend of theirs that they wanted to hire me for. And I said to her, Karen, what's going on? And she said, well, my friend Jim was just diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. And that man, Jim, who was diagnosed with brain cancer, had a 5-year-old beautiful daughter named Cassie. And they wanted her to have a really nice Christmas that year. So I told her that I would bring them Christmas somehow. So I was coming out of a pizza shop and I called my wife and I said, I just promised something that I probably shouldn't have promised, but I'm going to bring this little girl Christmas this year. We are, as a community. I had no idea why I promised it, but I knew somehow we were going to do it. I went home and thank God for the power of social media and Facebook. I put out a message of help. Within probably 2 weeks, we raised probably close to $20,000. That grassroots effort grew over the next few weeks to another huge surprise for this family. We paid bills, car repairs were made, we gave them a 2 or 3 inch stack of gift cards, and so much more, all from our community. The gifts of needs and wants were given, and a whole bunch of other surprises. We came in with a mile-long procession of emergency service vehicles, volunteers, fire trucks, police cars, news crews, and at some of these events, even helicopters. Our community was so inspired, we were able to bring cheer to a second family that same year and raised as much money as the first. That year, Jen and I founded Operation 9 Reindeer, and this past season we've delivered to our 20th family since starting. We've grown bigger, we've grown smarter each year, and have learned so much along the way. Sometimes we do big elaborate entrances, and other times the families don't even know what really happened. They only know that their Christmas was extra special somehow. And we try to keep it anonymous completely. We have to keep the magic alive. I need to dedicate this huge honor to our Operation 9 Reindeer families, and that's why I wear this reindeer pin today. We've been truly blessed to work with them over the past, the present, and certainly the future. We will not stop ever believing in them as well and bringing cheer to others all the time. Secondly, I want to dedicate this honor to every Santa in this room and to honor all Santas we have not heard of very often. The Santas that do it only for the love of the people in their communities, like all of us here in this room tonight, and that have no wishes to seek being known. And to the Santas that are making such a huge difference in the lives of children by bringing a bit of magic and belief and wonderment to their life during the holidays. I'm sure the music is probably starting to roll at this point, so I'll hurry up. I wish to leave you a few more thoughts, a charge to Santas of sorts. I truly believe that as a member of the Hall, we have a unique calling to help mold and inspire the Santa community into one of love, joy, and inclusion, and give back to the community. Tonight, be inspired by the stories of these men and women inducted tonight and in previous years, and be inspired by our charitable foundation and develop something similar in your own communities. Start out small, start out big, just start. There are so many people on every single block in America that are hurting from something. Help them, keep it local, and reach out to your community people at Business for Help. They want to help. We in this room have all done good with our special calling, and every single one of us deserves a standing ovation. But more importantly, we all deserve our legacy to continue for generations to come. And let's make that happen. It's truly up to each of us. Help your fellow Santas, guide them, share your knowledge, mentor them, share what makes you passionate about portraying Santa, motivate them to do good. And to those points, we need to be inclusive in our groups so we can build off of and learn from each other. Strength in numbers. We are all in this together for the right reasons. Imagine the absolute wealth of information with all of us sharing, fellowshipping, and learning together. Do it for the children. Let's all collaborate together and help make positive experiences for them, starting right now tonight. I'm almost done, I promise. Sometimes we get so caught up in being Santa, we lose focus of what we truly need to do. To that one child that you're giving that experience to right now at this very moment. Not 1 ounce of media focus, the number of visits we make a year, not the numbers of years in our suits, not the number of print jobs or commercials we did this year, not the amount of donations or gift giving we even did in our career as Santa, not the awards you get or the big appearance you made. Nothing at all makes a bit of difference to that one child standing in front of you. To that one child, you're Santa Claus. They're Santa, the real Santa, the Santa that they are giving their wishes to and confiding in, and to the Santa that will come down their chimney on Christmas Eve in their house and will deliver a boatload of toys to them, hopefully, while they're all snug in their beds. It's 249 days until Christmas this year. We need to get ready and make things happen. Be that Santa for that one child, and then duplicate that experience a few thousand times. And really, folks, that's all that matters. Nothing else does. Be happy, be jolly, and always believe. Thank you.